And well, digital arrest is a new form of cybercrime which is on the rise in India, under which the fraudsters impersonate law enforcement or judicial officers in a video call to intimidate the victims into transferring money. Well, to talk more about on the modus operandi and how to beat this digital arrest nightmare, we are now joined by IPS Rahul Gupta, who's the Superintendent of Police of North Goa and Goa Crime Branch, who's joining us to give us more perspective on this. Hello, Mr. Gupta. Thank you so much for joining us. Give us a sense of how these scams are perpetrated and the kind of scams which have come to light as far as you have seen.
So there are many cyber scams. Most prominent is digital arrest. So digital arrest works in a way that the victim receives a call from the fraudster directly or through IVR, interactive voice response system. And the caller says that you have a summon pending against you in the High Court, or your mobile phone is going to be disconnected. You need to verify your SIM card again. Or they might say that there was some parcel, there was some drugs in your parcel, and that's why you need to connect with our customer care. And in that way, they will lead you to connect to the police agency. They will say that we are transferring your call to Mumbai Crime Branch or Delhi Crime Branch or Narcotics Control Bureau or maybe Enforcement Directorate. So they are changing every time, every month they are coming up with new things. And then they connect you to law enforcement agency and they say that your investigation will happen. And you'll have to cooperate with the investigation, and the person gets frightened. And ultimately he says that I will cooperate with you and I'll do whatever you want. Then they make you sit on a video call. The fraudster then interacts with the victim on a video call, and they say that you are digitally arrested and you will have to give us all your documents. You will have to give us details of your bank accounts and everything. And ultimately victim says that I'll do whatever you want me to do. Just let me go. Just don't arrest me. And they tell you to tell the victims that you cannot disclose it to anybody, otherwise your family will be in trouble. You cannot disclose it to the bank. When you go to get the money withdrawn, you cannot tell it to bank also. And then fraudster will tell that you'll have to transfer so and so amount of money to the bank account of the law enforcement agency or some escrow account where your fund will be safe while the bank account is being audited. So in that way, they make the victim transfer a lot of money while he's on digital arrest. So that's how the digital arrest scam works. Second biggest scam is investment scam, in which the victim is made to invest some money in stocks, and ultimately when he asks to withdraw that money from the stock, he is told that you will have to give so and so charges, you'll have to give some fees because it's international platform. And in that pretext, he is made to suffer a lot of loss, and he becomes a victim of investment fraud. So these are the two most prominent kind of frauds that are happening.
Right. Also talk to us about how serious is the issue given the national alarm that has been sounded, and the Supreme Court now might ask the CBI also to investigate.
So digital arrest particularly was recently taken up by Supreme Court. It's a very significant thing that Supreme Court has taken up this matter, because we have been seeing from in last 2 years, many people have become victim of digital arrest, and people have lost money to the tunes of 6 crores, 7 crores in this kind of fraud. And the modus operandi of the fraudster is evolving every day. There are a lot of awareness that has been done in this regard. Even Honorable Prime Minister himself spoke about this in Man Ki Baat episode, and all the state police also have done a lot of awareness initiatives, even banks and other financial intermediaries. But this is not stopping. So that's why it's a very significant aspect that Supreme Court is now taking it up, and it might be transferred to CBI.
Mr. Gupta, given the fact that bad actors are smarter than the regulators and agencies, but India too has various agencies and networks to ensure that the deterrence, is there. And why are agencies not able to crack down on these fraudsters?
See, it's a very complicated kind of fraud. Once the victim is made to sit with the fraudster on a video call. After that, he is like hypnotized and he is not able to disclose it to anybody. And then he transfers the money to bank accounts that are given by the fraudster, and that money travels across the length and breadth of the country, and finally it is taken out outside India by the fraudsters. So this complicated financial chain makes it difficult for law enforcement agencies as well as all the regulators to track track this kind of cyber frauds. And also, India is a very large country, so any kind of awareness or legal mechanism that we try to bring in, it takes a lot of time to reach to people, and particularly the vulnerable people population to digital arrest is senior citizens. We have seen a lot of senior citizens falling to this kind of modus operandi because they are not generally aware about the nuances of technology, and what are the precautions that they should take while interacting with people online. So that's why a lot of limitations are there when it comes to law enforcement agencies and regulators, but still the action is being taken. Most of the state polices have cracked a lot of cases of digital arrest. Even state polices have arrested people of foreign nationals who are the originator of this kind of fraud. So for your information, I would like to tell you that the origin point of this kind of fraud is some pockets in Southeast Asian countries where there are cyber scam compounds, and from where these calls are generated. And ultimately, that money that is parted away by victims to the fraudster, that money travels across the country in the network of mule accounts, and that ultimately goes to the fraudsters, those who are sitting outside. So since they are sitting outside, this is a legal challenge for us also, that how do we bring them to the book. But we have seen that Indian government, with particularly Ministry of External Affairs, in collaboration with the embassies in Thailand and Cambodia and Myanmar, they have rescued a lot of Indians who are doing this kind of cyber frauds, and a lot of people have been brought back. But still, limitations are there. That's why this issue is now being highlighted more.
Right, Mr. Gupta, how difficult is it to recover the money transferred to fraudsters, and how can that be tackled?
So first thing is that citizens who are falling victim to this kind of fraud, they should report it immediately. And to report that immediately, they have to be aware that they are becoming victim of cyber fraud. And they have to know the cybercrime helpline number, which is 1930 pan India, and cybercrime.gov.in, that is the website of National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. So they have to report as soon as possible. And once that reporting is done, the details of all bank account transactions is taken. That transaction trail is made in the background, and that money is tracked through the network of bank accounts. And sometimes we are able to recover a lot of money. Like I have personally seen that some in cases in Goa, we have recovered almost up to 80% or 90% of the money in some cases. But that is because that were reported timely. But still, it is very difficult to track because it takes time generally for victim to report. And when we start tracking the money, it takes time for us also to analyze. And in the meantime, the fraudsters have the network of agents across country, and they withdraw this money through cash withdrawals across the ATMs, and ultimately that money is sent outside the country to Hawala. Sometimes we have seen that money is converted into cryptocurrency, and that is also again transferred outside country. So, and that is the problem. And we have seen that a lot of agents who are operating in this chain, they are doing money laundering as a service. That means that they have been tasked, they have been given this job that you have to convert this money which is coming through fraud as a white money, and you have to place it in the genuine network. So that is the problem. That's why it is making it difficult to track the money.
Right, Mr. Gupta, for deterrence as well, do we also need to have stronger deterrence in law as well?
So deterrence is already there. It's the right application of the law. In my experience, that we have IT Act, Information Technology Act, where we have a lot of sections, particularly section 66 and 67, which can be used to file FIRs. And then we have sections in our new Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, where we have cheating and forgery sections that can be applied, and where you can where the punishment is up to 10 years, and states have been using it very effectively. But still, if I have to give my opinion, then I would say that we can bring some changes to Information Technology Act, and we can increase the punishment under these in this cheating by impersonation sections, and we can increase the punishment up to 5 years or maybe 7 years. That will create more deterrence as far as legal framework is concerned.
Right, Mr. Gupta, given that easy availability is something that these fraudsters dwell on, how can users protect themselves?
So, there is no provision of digital arrest in the law. We have to be absolutely clear about it. If somebody says that we are taking you on a video call and we are arresting you digitally, it's not possible. We are advanced. Our policing is becoming advanced each and every day, but so far we don't have any provision of digital arrest. We are serving summons electronically. We are serving a lot of documents electronically, notices, etc. But we don't digitally arrest anyone. For arrest, a person has to come to police station. So when somebody says that we are digitally arresting you, that should be the first sign. And then if they are asking for money online, that to investigation fees, or auditing of your account will take some money. So these kind of things don't happen. Police does not ask for money like this. And if somebody is asking you for money in the pretext of investigation, you should first go to local police, because if any case is there, let's say I'm sitting in Goa, and if there is some FIR anywhere in the country, first point of contact should be through local police. If any outside police comes here, let's say Delhi police comes here to serve some notice against me, that will come through local police only. It can come through mail also, but in that case, you can always approach local police station and verify its authenticity. So my suggestion is that we should look for these. We should be aware about these kind of modus operandi, and just stop, think, and then take action when some fraudster approaches you.
Right, Mr. Gupta, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us and weighing in on this grave situation of digital arrests. But we will let you go on that note.